In a suburban Berlin park, why do people repeatedly vandalize an unremarkable statue of a jaguar every time it's restored? Again, in a suburban Berlin park, why do people repeatedly vandalize an unremarkable statue of a jaguar every time it's restored?
I just want to say I really appreciate the California pronunciation of jaguar. I
really appreciated the Californian pronunciation of jaguar. So just solid work all
Something
round.
for everybody.
My first thought went to the statue in Glasgow. And I cannot remember which statue it is. It's fairly near the city centre, which always has a traffic cone on its head. At some point, it's a guy on a horse in Glasgow. And any time that traffic cone is removed, we don't know who puts it up. It's whichever drunk person happens to come by next. But there is consistently a traffic cone on the head. But the reason behind that is it's funny. As far as I know, there's no reason behind that other than it's funny. Oh, thank you, producer David. It's the Duke of Wellington statue.
Is it sports related? I lived in Chicago for 10 years. All of the statues have different sports hats. Gosh, hats. That shows how much I watch sports. They've got helmets, they've got jerseys on. Is it like that?
Wait, do they dress up the statues for sports events?
Oh, yeah. If you go into the Field Museum, you'll see like some of the dinosaurs are wearing like Bulls jerseys and things. Yeah.
As a comedian, I just can't tell you how. I just can't let you get away with sports hats. That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
And also, like, clearly they're big fans of Jacksonville, so it's the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Exactly. Yeah. Out in Berlin,
sure.
They love it. Yeah.
I will say Tom is correct in the sense that the reason for this being vandalized is probably that it's funny, at least in part.
Because I was thinking it was a political thing at first, and then I was thinking of the bull down at Wall Street, but the only vandalism it suffers is it's got really shiny balls.
Yes. Yes. There's a lot of statues like that in the world.
Yeah. It's the statue equivalent of a desire path, is what it is.
Right. This is a Berlin Park, and it's a statue of a jaguar. So it's not...
Yes.
Okay.
Of a big cat, which could be another way in here to a solution is thinking about that species and, what family of cat it belongs to.
I'm trying to think of anything to do with Berlin or landmarks. Like, the only things I know in Berlin are Hitler's big lump of concrete, which I've never done a video on because it's just a big lump of concrete. There's a story there. They built it as testing for something, and no one can knock it down because it's literally just an enormous building-sized solid lump of concrete. And the other thing is Berlin Airport, which is just very late and not that good. But like none of that has anything to do with like why would you protest?
I'm taking all of my cues from you here, Tom, in terms of hints and how to go about them. You'd be specifically wrong to look at Berlin for your reason why. In fact, you would sooner look to Hollywood.
Oh, this is someone who hosts a game show or two.
To Hollywood. It gets does it get a little kitty collar? Does someone keep buying it? A little diamond collar?
It does not wear anything.
Oh.
I'm thinking of the MGM lion. I don't know why. There's nothing else there. I just said a word.
Yeah.
Great start.
Okay.
But no, you think less industry and more just, properties.
Is this thing walking? Is it rearing up or something like that?
Is it the Pink Panther?
It is the Pink Panther!
Yes!
Yes!
Amazing!
God, Ashley! From like 2 to 10.
I got it!
That's crazy.
Do they paint it pink repeatedly?
They paint it pink repeatedly, and every time it's set back to normal, someone new comes along and makes it pink again.
I love that.
Oh my God. My question now is it that special paint that was formulated to not be sold to the guy who's got the license to use Vanta Black?
Filmed with that. I filmed with the guy and all his colors. It's a brilliant scheme. He's a great publicist for the pigments he makes, which is, I think, how he funds all the art. Like, he's got a great pigment shop. It's wonderful. And just getting into an art beef with Anish Kapoor and banning specifically that one guy from buying his paints is just wonderful.
I'm so here for that kind of beef.
Yeah.
The sculpture is by Henrik Drake. It's called Jaguar. The jaguar is a type of panther. And locals keep painting it pink no matter how many times it's reset to black.